Hello YouTube, Zeroed In here, and I'm bringing back the Stealth Tactics series. This is by popular demand. A lot of people really liked it, and that's great because I love playing stealth. I actually haven't played stealth in quite a while though. I've been focusing on really honing and refining my tactics to work with every weapon regardless of setup, and this is actually a fairly old video, and as you can tell I'm still kind of getting used to Black Ops here. I don't play nearly as aggressive as I do now, but you know, one thing is if you're playing stealth, you don't have to play as aggressively because you don't have to move as much when you shoot. You still need to change positions. I mean, that's definitely very important, but you can afford to just kind of sit and wait for some people to come by, and you don't have to move after every shot like you would if you're using an unsilenced weapon. So as you can see, I'm using the M16 with a suppressor and a purple dot sight. I decided to switch it up a little bit, and this is really kind of when I was starting off, and just I wanted to experiment with everything that the game had to offer. So of course I changed my reticle color. The shape should be familiar. I really do enjoy the X with the dot. That is it's a good sight because at medium range it's just perfect size to line up with someone's body. So it really kind of helps your eye realign the shots with a moving target. I think it helps a lot. And as you can also see, this is a pretty laggy match. This was before I figured out how to only search by locale, and that makes a really big difference in your connections. I still get pretty crappy connections every once in a while, but for the most part it's a lot better. And using a precision weapon like the G11, the M16, or pretty much any of the sniper rifles when you're playing on a not very good connection is pretty tough, as most of you know. So this probably wasn't the best idea, although Array, since it's so open, you really kind of need to use something that can help take out enemies at longer ranges. Normally, I wouldn't really advise the M16 with a suppressor just because it really kind of takes away from that one-hit kill power. It still can get the one-hit kills every now and then, but you have to be somewhat closer range to do it, and I believe all three bullets have to land, although I guess all three bullets have to land anyways because there's no stopping power in this game, but regardless, it takes away some of the range on the M16, and so unless you're playing a very open map like this, it's not advisable. And this was extremely lucky. As you can see, I must have been tired or something when I was playing this because I did not have the greatest reflexes. But you don't always need the greatest reflexes. What you really need is to be in the right place at the right time. So right now, wow, that was some mega lag. I remember watching that and actually hitting the button to knife, and I did the animation, but then on the kill cam I didn't knife at all. So anyways, positioning, I talk about this all the time, but it is so important. It doesn't matter if you're playing stealth, it does not matter what it is that you're playing. It's important to know where the enemy's coming from and be in the fight. You know, you have to either be in the enemy's spawn and taking them out while they don't see you, while they don't know you're there. That's good stealth play. That's kind of how I like to do it. Or kind of stay close to the middle like I'm doing here and pick off guys as they're running around me as they don't notice me. Make sure and use your stealth to your advantage if you're playing stealth. If you're not, still you can focus on the sound cues, visual cues, and rhythm to help you in your fights. And sound cues, by that I mean when the enemy fires or throws grenades, that sort of thing, you start hearing explosions and gun battles and that kind of thing. Head over into that area. Don't just immediately sprint into the area, but head over there. That's where the fight's going to be. I mean, you have to be there if you want to get kills. I originally thought when I first started playing this game that the key was to only play stealth and to try to constantly get into the enemy spawn, and I quickly realized that that's not the case. The best tactic is really just to get into a position where you can either get behind some decent cover, or you'll know exactly where the enemy is going to be coming from so that you can ambush them, or at least know where to expect them from. Knowing where the enemy is going to be coming from, knowing where they are, is really half the battle. The other half is surprising them. And with stealth, you already have that 50% covered, because pretty much every time you encounter enemies, they're going to be surprised by you being there. Every time you fire, you don't show up on the radar. You'll never show up with kill streaks and that sort of thing. And so you've pretty much already won half the battle, provided you have some decent accuracy and you don't lose a head-on firefight. You will be doing pretty well. That's why stealth is even more powerful with the kind of tactics that I've learned, with the kind of tactics that I talk about all the time, and it can really give you some real nice streaks and real nice kill-death ratio. Of course, a lot of people know that, and so unfortunately it's a little bit overused in this game, which frustrates a lot of people into thinking that, oh, it's so overpowered. And yeah, it's probably a little bit stronger than everything else, and that is somewhat unbalanced, but playing stealth has always been this good. It really has. Some of you people who've done it a lot in Modern Warfare 2 and Call of Duty 4 know exactly what I'm talking about. The kind of people that the good majority of people are talking about, though, when they say, you know, Ghost sucks and Ghost users suck, usually it's the kind of people who sit in a corner and camp and with Ghost on, so people can't find them, and then, you know, whatever. But those are the kind of people who camp anyways, and to be honest with you guys, I've almost never had a problem with Ghost. Maybe that's because I don't run Spy Plane, but Spy Plane, you know, it's a 3 kill streak, 2 with hardline. If it's not all that effective, you shouldn't get too upset about it. I mean, with the right application, you can really get a lot higher kill streaks, and so you don't need to bother with stuff like Spy Plane unless you really, really want to. But I think the main concern is that people's helicopters and stuff get shot down quickly. But you know, it happens to everyone, and what are you gonna do? Anyways, that is the game. 32-2, and a quick bit of information for you guys. I will be getting my HD recording device probably tomorrow, if not tomorrow. Hopefully Friday, so look for it soon. Thanks.